Yeah. So workspace is nothing but when you log in into your Kronos account, whatever you see in your screen, that is your workspace. Like Jennies, which Jennies are allowed to you. These many Jennies are allowed to you. Then which are the widgets available to you. These all widgets, right hand side widgets are given access to you. Okay. Whether go to tab access is given to you or not. So if you select any employee, whether this access is given to you. Okay, this timekeeping, adding new people, filter, this all things. So whatever you see in your screen is nothing but your workspace. Now, there is a facility to change the workspaces. So sometimes there are issues related to displays, workspaces. So some employee is saying that he is having the issue like he is not able to see quick links into his account widget or people editor widget into his account when he logs in, or he is not able to see his time card, or if time card is seen he is not able to see the pay codes, whatever, he is not able to see the totals, whatever, there are issues with the workspaces. So uh, if this type of issues are there, this needs to be solved with the help of workspaces. So first I will tell you how to create the workspace, how they are interlinked to the employee, and then we can go like reverse engineering. One thing is in Kronos, every time we go like reverse engineering, like from bottom to top, step by step. So now I am telling the steps from top to bottom, but whenever issue arises, you need to go from bottom to top. So first, how to create the workspaces. Here under the workspaces, if you click on workspaces, there are the options like manage navigator, manage mobile. So you need to select manage navigators. Now manage navigators, in that these are widget parts and these are widgets. So these are somewhat more in depth. This I will tell you if required in your project whenever you go into the project. But as of now, I will start from workspaces. Now how to create a workspace. Whenever you are creating the new, starting with scrap, new creating workspace, how to create it. So create new workspace, suppose, and I am giving the name as okay raw. So
Shreya, is this like giving permission to user?
no, it's not like information giving to user. Yeah, it's like giving access to user. What?
That is permission, right?
Yes, exactly. Permission
Yeah.
or access what he can see in his screen. As
Okay.
I told you, this is the main
Yeah,
screen.
yeah, yeah.
Suppose I am not.
If you're
Suppose
not
this
given
is.
permission for setup, he'll not be able to see setup. Let us say, for
Yes.
example.
Suppose this
Okay.
time of request is not assigned to Sanhita Sarode or me. So this will not be seen in my screen.
Yep.
Time of
Got it.
request. Okay.
Got it.
So workspace are something where we are making the settings for what employee can see in his screen when he log in. So suppose we are creating the workspace. So here, if you want to label it description. There are layout, three column, one widget, two column, top to bottom, side by side. So here, what workspace I have? Two column workspace. This is one column and this is another column. There is also three column workspace. So it depends how it is created and what it is assigned to the employee. So you can create three column, one column, two column, whatever it is. Accordingly, it will show the data to you. It will display the data. Then, what widgets you want me to give access? So I can select, suppose, audit. You need to select this inbox, exceptions, Genies, my calendars, people editor, timestamp, okay, request, time cards, fine. Okay, so this is all widgets I need to give to access to this workspace RAW raw. Now again visible widgets. Which are visible widgets are nothing but this. These are the visible widgets. So here what widgets you want to give access, you will select it. Select control and you can put it like this. Okay. So whatever access you want to give, just put them to the right side. User preference widgets are restored to the default setting when user preference. Okay, just don't think about this user preference editing. Just think about visible widgets and widgets. What access are given to this. And 2 column or 3 column, this is created. Okay, so save it. There are some errors in your form. Please verify and try. Okay, so I created workspace and I saved it as RAW raw. Now, after creating the workspace, I will assign this workspace to the navigator. So I will create new navigator. Same name I will give as of now so that it will be no confusion. And under that workspace, under that navigator, you need to select the workspace. Which workspace you need to assign to this navigator. So I will select the just created workspace, which is raw. So what happens? Whatever workspace you created, you have assigned it to navigators. Okay. Now here you can make changes. What else you want to see? That's it. Greater is 1. Okay. That can be what happened. Okay, okay, these are the workspaces. So we have selected home workspace as raw, and here we have selected these widgets. Now let us see if it is see. Okay. So first create the workspace, then create navigator, assign workspace to navigator. With the same name I created it as raw. Next step is close it and go to What happened? It got hanged. Maybe someone is connecting remote desktop. Okay. So first create workspace, assign it to the navigator. Next step is what? You will go to setup tab. In setup tab, navigator is assigned to the navigator profiles. So here, these are the existing navigator profile. If you want to create new one, you can create new one. So give name as again, suppose raw. Now for this raw, which navigator you need to assign is raw. So I will assign navigator to this navigator profile which is raw, and I will save it. After creating navigator profile, I will go to display profile. If you want, you can make the note, like note it down if you want. Next, here these are the existing.
You are recording this session, right?
Yes, I am recording, but still, if you want to note it down, you can note it down. So these are the available display profile. If you want to create new display profile, you can. So I will create it as raw, and under this, under navigator selections, I will select navigator profile as raw. No mobile navigator profile, only navigator profile. I will select it and let it be. As of now, we will learn only this thing.
So what does raw means?
Raw is just a given name. A, B, C, X, Y, Z, R, A, W, raw. That's it. It's a workspace created and we are just assigning it to step by step so that it is assigned to the employee.
So raw is okay. I'm sorry, I'm confused right now. So raw is
Just Nazneen, just listen. As of now, I will repeat all the things. Okay.
okay.
Save and return. So what we did first, we created a workspace, assigned it to navigator, then navigator to navigator profile, and after navigator profile to display profile. This is raw. Now what happens is here, suppose this is a new employee today created by Sandeep, and here if I go to his people editor, job assignment and access profiles, here in display profile I can assign him the raw which I created just now, and I will save this. So what happens is whatever we did in this workspace RAW raw, all these controls, all this access will be assigned to Sandeep. Okay? Are you getting, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, Shreya.
Yeah. So now the thing is, this is the top to bottom, like step-by-step procedure to create the new workspace. But if there is a problem with any employee with his displays, like he is not able to see any widget or he is not able to see total tab in his time card or anything else, he is not able to see any hyperfind query, he is not able to edit the pay code. These are the different things what he cannot see. Only we are talking about the display, what he can see or he cannot see. We are not talking about the functions. Whenever the function arises, the issue with the function arises, that time we deal with the function access profile. But whenever the issue arises related to the display, what he cannot see, that time we deal with the display profile. So simply what we will do, suppose the issue is Narayan Sandeep is not able to see something, XYZ. In that case, first we will search the employee, whichever employee we need to search. We will go to his people editor. Now what we are doing, we are going from bottom to top. Like first we are searching the employee, then we are going to his people editor, Then under job assignment tab, under access profiles, we will check which access profile, that is display profile, is assigned to this Sandeep Narayan, that is raw. Now we will go to setup tab, check display profile which is raw, edit it. Here in navigator selection, just here you need to check which navigator profile is assigned to this display profile, that is raw. Again go back to navigator profile, then select navigator profile as raw. Just check which navigator is assigned to this raw, that is RAW raw. Again return. Now go to workspaces, manage navigators, go to navigators, check raw, edit it and check which workspace is assigned to this raw, that is again raw. Go back, go to workspace, select raw, edit it. Now whatever is the issue, you need to resolve the issue over here. Suppose the issue was he is not able to see the Jennies, so you will put Jennies here, okay? And you don't want to give him access to audits, so you will remove audits and save the changes. That's it. So what happens now? Audit access will be removed and Jenny's access is given to the Sandeep Narayan. How we gave? With the help of display profile, navigators and workspaces. This way we solve the issue. Is there any doubt? Did you got the process or you want me to repeat it?
Oh, Shreya, it's fine.
Yeah. Navneen?
But if it was much easier if you had given
Yeah, it's fine.
navigator and workspace different names, so it's easy to explain.
Sorry?
If you had given workspace one name and navigator for a different name, it would be easier to explain, because both are raw. It's a little confusing.
Okay. So what we will do is we will give as suppose raw one, I will say. Is it fine? Or you tell me, I will give you the
No,
Also, both are not same.
Sorry?
Like the workspace and the navigators both are not same.
See, usually what happens, suppose I am editing this navigator. Suppose super user. What happens is, if you edit and if you check workspace, the name will be same. Why we are giving the same name is to link it to different steps, so that it's easy to identify. Every time you did not no need to write down the name, which was
Different.
the
Okay.
navigator, which was the workspace, which was the display profile. So in this procedure, every time generally you give the same name, so that it is easy to like you can say just
Identify.
identify and also make a record like, yes, super user has given access with the workspace super user, display profile is super user, and so on, so that you can easily link to each other. That's why the names are given same. That's the only point. And in organizations also, if you see with any navigator profile, you will see the same thing. Okay? Is there any doubt or you want me to repeat the procedure?
It's all fine. Just quick question.
Yes.
With the workspace is considered,
Yeah.
can you change the design or it's the same for everyone?
Design you can change here. Only the format, like to layout you can change. Two
Oh, layout.
columns, three
Okay.
columns, top and bottom, side by side.
Okay.
These are the options.
Okay. But everything works the same, whatever I change to, because I've given all the permission for widgets and all those things.
Yes, it
All
depends.
right.
Now, suppose same widgets are given, it will show only 2 layouts. But
Correct.
if you remove the widget here, those widgets will not present in this list.
Okay.
Whatever access this display profile or workspace is given, only those many widgets will be seen to you.
Shreya, quick question. Now I created an account in my name, right?
Yes.
So now Sandeep is not the super admin, right? So he's just an employee. Say
Yes.
I've created a manager's account. So how do I log into Sandeep's account and check his layout?
Did you add any login ID and password here?
No, yeah, I did. I think so. I gave username and password and all.
Yeah. So
I don't know
let
for
me.
this account or the other account. Uh,
Yes, you need to note down that login ID and password and
yeah, I've done that. General information.
user information is not seen here. Why?
I think yeah. All right. Okay. I will provide the username and password. But where do I log in? I
Just
log
sign
out.
out.
Okay.
Sign out.
Okay. And then use.
And here you write the username and here you put the password.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So here I can see the layout if I change it to different layouts and different
Yes.
permissions.
Whatever setting we did in raw, that will
Yeah.
be assigned to, that are assigned to Sandeep. Like so, if you log in with Sandeep name, you will see that layout. Okay. Just remember your login. Recall your login ID and password, and just try to log in.
Okay.
So your today's task will be you just create new workspace and assign to the profile or the employee which is created by you. So first task was to create the employee and you create the new workspace and assign that workspace to that employee. Give different names to different workspaces, navigator, display profile and assign it to that employee.
Okay.
Okay, please do that so that if you do it, you will face some issue and you can come up with the doubt.
Okay.
Okay, next topic is somewhat related to time cards and calculations that we will cover on Tuesday. So I will just tell you the introduce you like what we are going to cover in the next session. What are pay codes? How they are related or correlated to the zones, combination rules, pay code distributions, which in turn contribute to work rule, and work rule contributes to pay rule, and pay rule is assigned to the employee in his people editor. So here, pay rule is assigned to the employee. So what happens is Raman is assigned with the pay rule hourly. So under the pay rule, hourly, whatever settings are done with fixed rule, work rule, and different settings, what with the help pay codes, pay code distribution, pay code contributions, all those settings will be applicable or applied to that Raman. Okay, so this is a just different topic and I need to go step by step with this. I need to explain you pay codes and then so on. So today I will just explain you what do you mean by pay codes. So pay codes means what? Have you gone through time cards of any employee? So employee, these are the pay codes. Pay codes are something which are having time and money value. They contribute with hours and dollars, money and time value. So suppose an employee is working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is for 7 hours. Sorry, 8 hours. He is working for 8 hours. How he is going to be paid? Whether he is going to paid on some regular basis like $5 per hour, or he is going to be paid as a overtime, or he is going to be paid as a differential pay, or maybe there is an holiday, so whether he is going to be paid as a holiday, overtime, personal, regular. So there are different pay codes created which defines how the employee is going to be paid. With suppose he is on leave, then sick leave. Suppose he is on sick leave, so pay code applied to that day will be sick. So what happens if on Monday sick pay code is applied? That means the employee is on leave and he is applied with the sick. So it means that leave is been assigned to this employee on Monday, 3rd of August. Okay. Now how we create the pay codes? In setup tab, go to pay codes. Go to pay policies. Under pay policies, pay codes, and under pay codes, definitions. Now definitions here, these are the created pay codes. You can create the new pay code also. Now creating the new pay code, I will not say, I will just write ABC name, ABCD suppose, and here you can give the short name. Type, whether it is standard pay code, duration pay code, or whether you are creating the pay code for some work rule. So if it is duration pay code, then you will assign this pay code to certain work rule. Now again, I will tell you work rule afterwards. As of now, only just concentrate on pay code, what the pay code is. What are the units? If it is standard, whether it is hours unit, money unit, or days unit. Generally, pay codes are created on hours unit. Tag, no need to worry about it. Okay, now multiplier and adder. These are the two terms which defines the wages. Suppose I say multiplier 1. That means whatever is the base wage will be multiplied by 1 for this pay code ABCD. Or suppose I say regular. So if I define base wage as $5 per hour, so here 8 hours the employee has worked, then 8 into 1 into 5 will be his wage. But if I say sometimes the employee is doing the overtime, how he is going to be paid when he is doing the overtime? So suppose this pay code is for overtime. In that case, what I want to do, I want to add, suppose 2 for per hour. So suppose employee has worked for 10 hours. So for 8 hours, first 8 hours, he will be paid by the multiplier 1, and for the last 2 hours, he will be added as 2, unit 2. So 8 into 5 plus 2 will be his total amount. Okay, this way multiplier and adder works. And these are the different options, like whether this pay code should be visible in the main area of the time card and schedule hours tab in the schedule, my request and associated reports. That means whether this pay code should be visible here in the time card, visible in the schedules. So schedules, if you edit here add pay code. So this option is coming because you are selecting here the pay code should be edited. So if I say add pay code, and here in the drop down there are different pay code list available. So suppose if vacation, in the vacation I am doing the setting not visible in the schedule, so it will not be visible in the schedule. Okay, but generally whenever you are creating the pay code, this all should be visible, like in the report option it should be visible on totals, it should be visible in the main area, it should edit count or overtime limit, it should be there. You need to select it. Edit count towards consecutive day OT. It depends. Suppose the consecutive day rule is applied to this employee, then only you will select this. Otherwise, you need not to select this. Edit excuse absences. Edit repeat on scheduled days. You need cancel. No need to select. Now and schedule option. Add pay code amount to schedule hours type. Generally, it is productive. It is, there are two options, one is productive and one is non-productive. Generally whenever you are creating and the employee is working, it is calculated as scheduled hour type is productive. That's it. So this way you create the pay code and you save it. So what is the use of pay code? With the help of pay code you just create the multiplier and adder, how he will be paid, how the calculations will be done. That's it. Any doubt in P codes? Yes, guys.
And no doubts. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Now what else I can cover today? Okay, one more topic we will cover today is labor levels. Labor level sets, labor level entries. What do you mean by labor level? Can anyone tell me?
Different employee categories, levels of employees.
Yes, it just defines a hierarchy, organizational hierarchy, like, and it just defines the location, exact location of employee where he is working, in which department or under which section or under which department you can say, under which manager or under which job code, under which supervisor. So generally there are 7 labor levels, and every organization is using those 7 labor levels to define their hierarchy. So here this is unused. Here the second level is department I have given. Third is job code. Fourth is shift. Fifth is supervisor. This is GL code and this is unused. So first and seventh are just kept as unused for future use. So I can use them in the future. So what I am doing is I am just defining the department and I am giving them code. So under department, suppose I have 3 departments like accounts, HR, and you can say IT department. So 3 department are there. So I will give them code 01, 02, and 03. Under that department again there are jobs. So in IT there are project managers, some Kronos consultant, maybe Oracle, different SQL programmer, developer, tester, and so on. So for those I will give different job codes. Again under that I will give shifts. Shifts there are 3 shifts: night shift, morning shift, regular shift. Supervisor, there are different supervisors. So I can just categorize them with the help of supervisor and I will give them codes, different codes. So same way we just define the hierarchy with the help of labor level definitions. So these are labor levels. Labor level entries. So if you want to add new labor level entry, you can add here new labor level entry. Suppose labor level first is unused. So if you want to make it in use, you can just add the description, make the entry, and so on. So suppose I say in department, I need to add accounts. Lost the control. Just wait a minute. Yeah. Suppose in department, if I put star and search, I will get this many departments are created. So page 1 and page 2 GN. If I want to create new one, I can add as account. That's it. Add to list. So this is account. Okay. This account is created as one of the new department. Under this labor level department, I have created new account. Again, under shift, if you want to create new shift, you can create and just save it as overtime, night shift, late night, or so on. So, and you can add the different codes here. Description is nothing but the code 01, 02, so on. That's it. So these are labor level entries, and these are the labor level sets. So here, if you want to group certain labor levels, you can group and set a name like lab and heat treatment. Here they are just combining either two department or two shifts, so that they are made as a labor level set, and these are used in the people editor to assign to different employees as per the requirement. Labor level entries, labor level set. Valid labor account. What do you mean by valid labor account? Now here you don't have any valid labor account, but generally whenever you transfer one employee from one labor account to another labor account, so that while transferring, the transfer set should be valid. Like an employee in IT department, uh, under IT department, there are suppose different three subcategories like project manager, consultant, and so on. So you can transfer one employee from project manager to consultant, but you cannot transfer from IT department to account department, because that is not the valid organizational labor level entry. Are you getting my point? So here
Yes.
only valid labor accounts are given, so that whenever you want to transfer an employee, you can just transfer with the valid labor level only. So in time cards, here the transfer option is there. If you click here, why it is not coming? Yeah. So transfer, there are three type of transferring the employee. One is job transfer, labor account transfer, and work rule transfer. So job transfer, simply here the list will come and you will just select that job transfer and apply to the employee. Another transfer is labor account transfer. So suppose this employee is having labor account. I don't know what labor account he is having. I just need to check it. Yeah, this is his primary labor account 3022225GP0. If I want to transfer this employee to different labor account, so I will select accordingly whatever at which location I want him to transfer. But whatever I am selecting, that should be the valid labor account. Then only it will be applied. Otherwise, it will show you an error, that is, the selected labor account is not a valid labor account for this Bhagwati Shreyas employee. Are you getting my point?
Yes, Shreya.
Yeah.
So after the transfer has happened, all these things will be updated when you click on quick search and search his profile.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here on Monday, 3rd of August, Bhagwati Shreyas has been transferred to this labor account. So he will be working in this labor account for the 3rd of August. So similarly, there is another transfer, that is work rule transfer. Now we need to complete the work rule. What do you mean by work rule? But as of now, just remember that we can transfer with the help of work rule also. So you can select different work rules, exempt, heat rate, and so on. And you can apply the work rule transfer also. Okay. So this was just an introduction to pay code. What do you mean by pay code and how we create the pay code. In the next training session, we will see how these pay codes are interlinked with the zones, combination rules, pay code distribution, work rules, and pay rule. And in turn, these pay rule are assigned to the employee in his people editor. That's all for today. I guess if you have any doubt, please ask me. Yeah, guys.
I don't have a doubt in this session, but like from the homework.
Yeah, okay. Just let me check with others. If
Yeah, sure.